Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of New to Weeaboo. This is episode number 155 for September 17th, 2025, and I am Nemesis, and I'm joined by Alcatraz.
Hello.
Anime-wise, not a whole lot news-wise, I don't think. Not really. Not that I saw. I guess the Demon Slayer movie's kind of popping off in like the US, and like just doing a lot, really good numbers-wise, I guess.
I would. Demon Slayer itself was pretty popular,
Yeah,
so I would assume there's a lot of people excited to see a movie.
Although I'm hearing the movie itself is kind of like, why does this feel just like a really long episode?
That can happen a lot.
Beyond that, yeah, I've been pretty much just keeping up mostly with the stuff we talked about, the season stuff, kind of. Watanabe just still being Renako, you idiot.
I haven't been able to keep up with that one lately. I heard you said it hit the worst part has already passed within the third episode.
For my, yeah. Regards my, I should say.
Yeah.
And I guess for news related to what we're about to talk about, the famous racing horse Haru Urara has passed away.
No.
At 29 years old, which is quite old for a horse.
It was a very old horse.
Died of a colic, which is a thing that can really mess up elderly horses.
Yeah.
And
it's sad.
Yeah, I also found apparently some people kind of heard that and then freaked out and started yelling at the owners because like apparently colic can develop from like eating too much ryegrass. Because a lot of people are buying ryegrass. The thing is like, no, we don't like just stuff it. We don't just give her tons and tons of ryegrass. We're not stupid. If we get a lot, we'll portion it out and we'll also give it to other horses and so on and so forth because we have a lot of horses here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, now then just give her tons, like a ton.
They're not just going to shovel
It's not like
grass
those pictures
into her
you probably saw of how to, surrounded by ryegrass. They don't actually do that because they know that's bad for horses.
Yes.
Regardless, yeah, she's gone now, and people have been pretty sad about it.
Yeah. She was a well-loved horse. Her anime character really got a lot of people kind of hooked on horses and hooked on Umas, and yeah. Alas.
Yep. That pretty much leads into what we're talking about. Yep, like we said, we're talking about some Umamusume things, including 2 OVAs. Yes, last time I said an OVA. No, we're doing 2 because I was like, oh crap, that also exists.
We forgot about one.
Not so much forgot as, I didn't even know that existed till last week. And then the movie as well. But we're going to start with I'm going to go ahead and start with the oldest of them, which is the first OVA, which was actually kind of a bonus for season 1. So that's the oldest one, was BNW no Chikai, or BNW's Promise. Yeah, it's basically kind of an epilogue to season 1. Well, kind of also somewhat leading into season 2 a little bit with a more prominent Tokaiteo McQueen featuring. But yeah, it's mostly about the BNW, which is a set of 3 horses, the horse girls and horses.
And horses.
Narita Taishin, Biwa Hayahide, and Winning Ticket.
Why didn't you say them in order? You went NBW.
Because just to hurt you.
And just to, make sure it's BN, not BM. That's very different.
Beep.
Beep, beep.
But yeah, it's basically about them, and more or less, they kind of had they had all 3 of them had a bit of a rough spot after kind of some actually funny enough, all 3 of them getting injured at the same time, and it's a school festival, because hey, look, it's Japan, and it's a school, so we got to have a school festival at some point.
Of course, you have to.
And they wind up, the president, Simbali Rudolph, decides to have a relay race with them as kind of the feature, and they had like members of Team Spica, you remember, Special Week, Vodkas, Daiwa Scarlet, all of them have to convince these 3 to participate. B was in on immediately, but to Winning Ticket takes a little bit more doing, and Narita literally puts it off to the last second.
Yeah, apparently something happened in their last race, and they all got little...
They all got shook. Yep. Essentially.
And they're all self-doubting.
Yeah, including Narita in particular, thinking, maybe I should just retire.
Yep. I disappointed everyone. I'm a failure.
Yeah, this is one of the few times where the story does not revolve around the Japanese Derby. Because it already happened.
Yeah.
For them. With Winning Ticket winning the Derby. That's the thing about the 3 of them. Each of them won one leg of the crown. So, one won the Satsuki show, won the Derby, and won the Kikuka show. So that's the whole thing. So because of that, I guess they decided with the fiction to bond them all together as friends and everything, and that's pretty much the OVA as a whole.
It's kind of fluffy and whatnot.
It's an epilogue to season 1,
Yeah.
and you got a bit. There's some really. There's again, some goofy bits, including, hey, look, Special Week tries to more or less plagiarize Trainer in his in his speech, and in the dumbest possible way, to the point where everyone's now confused.
Yep. They did. Then they also did the oh so classic and annoying. If you get rained on, you're gonna get a cold.
Yep.
And Biwa got a very sudden. I'm perfectly fine. I am now feverish and stuck in bed. Like, wow, that was fast.
He'd be replaced by a little sister.
Yep.
Yeah, her little sister, Narita Bryan.
Yep. And then there was at the very end. It was a little confusing. Like getting to the last one, it's like, hey, we resolved it and the race is over. And why are we only halfway through that episode?
Oh.
Like, we have another race to do. An actual race, not a relay race. An actual championship kind of race, part of the thing. Gold ship being gold ship again. With the glasses and then the gate fight.
The 12 billion yen incident.
Yep.
That's the one.
The one.
That's the one of the things that Gold Ship stands for, basically costing a whole bunch of people 12 billion yen because they bet on her because she was the favorite going in, and then just Gold Ship decided to try to jump the gate and got like pretty close to last. It's one of those things, if you had no money involved, it's hilarious.
Hilarious.
If you had money involved, you were devastated.
Unless you didn't bet on Gold Ship.
Yeah.
And then it was like, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of the goofier things like that. And like, what was it?
Who won the relay?
Who won the relay? Nobody. Nobody won the relay because they all did something that disqualified them. And like, I might sound like saying at this point, well, if they all did one thing that disqualified, then shouldn't the results stand?
It's like American football rules. Multiple flags. Defense, the flag against this person on the defense, 5-yard penalty. This person on the offense, 5-yard penalty, offsets, cancel, repeat first. It's something like that.
Yeah. Cause in the end, what was it? Was the winning ticket a one? I don't remember. I just remembered it was like
it was her by a nose.
Yeah.
Brian suddenly slowed down way at the end, and
Brian was last.
Came in last by a fair amount.
Did that mean I win? No. Because a Gold Ship went off, basically took a shortcut.
She took a wormhole.
McQueen cut off Teo.
Yep.
And Vodka took the sash before across the line.
Correct. Those were the three.
Because Special Week pretty much dropped it.
Yeah, because the wind caught it.
Yep. And so all three of them qualify. I'm like, Gold Ship accidentally took a thing because, oh crap, I can't stop again.
I can't stop going straight through the woods.
It's like earlier in season 1 where they all were running down the hill and realized none of them can stop. And they all went into the woods. Into the ocean.
I like that when they reveal, you go, oh, that's where I went. That's how I got there.
Oh.
She's just like, okay, oh.
It just kind of rolls with it.
I guess that makes sense.
But like, also there was also some bit. What was it? Yeah, of course, Haru is competing with just the stalls. They get some other stall that would be better than this other stall.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was a food thing. It was like food from from that one region versus the food from this other region. They had famous ones. Speaking of food, that was the other one. Oguri Cap and the 1,000 bowl soba challenge.
Bowls. Yeah, she's basically supposed to complete 1,000 bowls before they finish the race.
I don't like that. I ate a bit to warm up.
It's like, no, no, oh boy. No wonder you almost lost it in the middle. That's the thing. And of course, the other thing was like they're also TeamSpeak was more or less railroaded to being that's like part of the committee for all this is like why? Because their trainer
drew their short stick.
Yep. And he tried to make it. Oh, it's a great thing.
It's a great honor.
None of them bought it.
No.
Daiwa had an eye patch for a while because it got splinter in her eye.
Also, I think Special Week, like all the disqualifications were all TeamSpeak.
Yep, those whole things. Oh, it was our fault. Oh crap!
It was all TeamSpeak. Crap.
Because they're there because the whole thing. The team won also got like what was a year-long supply of desserts or whatever.
Yeah,
and they all really wanted it, and they lost.
No one got it because everyone lost.
And that was the other thing was like if Gold Ship wins this race, I will buy you. I'll buy you all desserts.
Yep, that was the other one. And
that's how they framed that because. I think they've confirmed in the Umamusume universe, people don't bet on the races.
Oh.
There's no betting here. Probably not legally anyway.
Not officially.
Yeah. Yeah, so of course, B&W there. Yeah, they renew their friendship and whatnot, and get their heads on straight and keep going. And yeah, that's
that. It's fluffy.
You also get bits
funny.
Of, I guess, somewhat at the time was a bit of a preview of characters become more important later. Like hey, there's Mihono Bourbon and Rice Shower, and also also Tachyon and
Tachyon makes an appearance. Who might be important later.
Might be. She might.
Yeah, but you had the McQueen Teo.
Yep.
Thing that showed up, and it was like, ooh, we're gonna see those two race against each other. And it's like
Scarlet and Vodka being gay for each other some more.
Yeah.
I
guess Scarlet was being chuny, I guess, but no, it's because someone kicked dirt. Like that. It's like, why? He explains dirt and Gold Chip's like, that's it.
You're weak.
You're weak.
Because of the running choke, because she kept getting stuff in her eye.
Yep.
There was also the bit where I liked Suzuka was like, so what sort of evil plan you guys up to? Yeah, I know my team.
Yep.
Yeah, so what's another thing I was also interesting is winning tickets. This is since the season 1. This is before the game, well before the game came out. Winning ticket, they changed her racing design. I guess in the racing, she's kind of got this sleeveless hoodie thing going on.
Yeah.
So in the game versus it's just kind of this almost there's a button up shirt with a bow tie. And it's kind of plain looking. I think that's probably why they changed it.
Probably why they spruced it up.
Yeah, because her original version is just kind of meh. Yep. So that was the old one. I guess important character this one, Narita Keiko Watanabe, who's Idol Master. Rifle is beautiful. I don't know what that is, but that person looks serious, and not much else. Biwa is Yui Kondo.
Yep,
Kondo. Idolmaster again. And reason I know Atelier. There's a JoJo character.
Oh, Atelier. Those keep popping up. That might be something I need to watch.
No, it's based on a RPG series. Game.
Yeah, I think I remember that part.
One that became famous because the girl's thighs. Not a whole lot of roles on winning ticket, Yui Watanabe.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that was a pre-cure. Hey, look, more Idolmaster. Yuri. Oh. Again, not a whole lot.
Yeah, the pre-para thing's a big one, though.
Yeah, and also there's Narita Bryan. That was another thing. Narita Bryan, who's again actually in universe related to Biwa, which because a lot of these horses you look, almost all of them are related to somewhere in some way because they all descend from like one horse.
One horse.
Yuka Isaka's Bryan, and that's
Bryan.
Princess Connect. Oh, Mahosh. Oh, that one. But gushing over magical girls.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. Oh, Magia Record. Kimono Friends. Oh, hey. A Sakura Trick. Oh, there.
There it is.
Okay. Yes, B&W no Chikai. It's fine for what it is. It's just kind of an epilogue to season 1.
Yep, it's fluffy. It's funny. There's hijinks. Nothing super serious, but it's worth a watch, I think.
Yeah. So the other OVA, which is more recent, is Pretty Derby Road to the Top. Now, this was a set of 4 OVAs, which also really, by the way, is free to watch on YouTube. So, hey, it's right there on YouTube with subtitles.
It's right there, no excuse.
No problem to watch it. But yeah, it's kind of, again, it's a somewhat standalone thing. It's pretty separated from the series, so you don't actually even have to watch the series at all to get it. But it's particularly about Narita Top Road, and Admire Vega and TM Opera O. And their journey through the Triple Crown and the Japanese Derby and all that stuff, because of course it is. Like most of the stuff, the Japanese Derby is a big deal.
Yep.
But yeah, it's kind of, you get mostly about Narita Top Road, and her kind of struggling a little bit. Yeah, a lot of it's basically her just kind of a struggle to kind of like, she's got she's got the skill, she's got the talent, she just kind of has been struggling, and particularly now that's in the big leagues, the G1 races, and particularly with Tame Opera, who's just like, whoa. Fast. She comes out of nowhere. Like the other thing, Narita Top Road knows about Admire Vega and even just expresses her that she admires her. And then there's just suddenly Team Opera O is here, and she's just a powerhouse. And actually, that was the thing in the real life. Team Opera O is a very powerhouse of a horse. One like had was on undefeated streak for quite a while in real life, and we'll hear about that later a little bit, but not in this OVA because this is early career.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the thing. It's basically just the three of them and their thing. Admire Vega is an interesting one. I think has the most interesting story, but also I feel like got the kind of short end of the stick because like she has this whole thing where she has this weird, almost a survivalist guilt because she had a twin. But basically, it was the whole thing. One is we can only save one baby or the other. You got to pick one. And she was the one chosen, and so she didn't. For years, she had no idea she had a twin. And then she was told she had a twin. And then ever since then, she's kind of almost imagined she's racing with the twin or whatever. And then she feels this weird guilt because she wins the derby.
Yeah,
this weird guilt from that because like she felt this ecstatic because like she was always racing for her twin, and now suddenly it's for herself. And now, oh no, I'm a bad person. Now it's like what?
Yeah,
it was an interesting setup. I feel that kind of was really they stumbled around with it.
Yeah. That little bit there. We're a little bit of a stumble, because otherwise, that's a very interesting take. Because I remember in the beginning of that, we were wondering like, oh, she's doing this for someone's dead, and we don't know what, and that's what it was. That's kind of a new one, because usually you'll get like parents passed away and doing for them, or like an older sibling or a younger sibling. Or that something happened, but the single twin is a new one.
Yeah, because every single time twins come up in an anime, it's like, oh boy, here we go. Because like they once again, there's always a weird mystical element to it.
That's very common
in anime
for it to show up for single twins,
or not just single twins, and twins in general.
Twins in general.
In anime, just like they really like to add a mystical side to it because twins in real life are kind of weird,
especially when you like. Identical or fraternal?
I think it was identical.
It's particularly identical.
Yeah. But yeah, that's her thing. TM Opera O barely gets anything. She's like there, and it's like she get a little bit about her.
She definitely makes sure that you know she's there on the beds that
she's there, and she's the best person there. That you know, it's a blessing that you get to meet her.
TM Opera O is a theater kid, through and through.
She hangs out with Meisho Doto as well. She hangs out with her, who's like Meisho Doto's always kind of, very unsure of herself and quiet and awkward. And here's Opera O, just kind of very bombastic, but also make sure to know make sure to know that Meisho Doto is very important too. So I don't know. It's not like she's like completely self-absorbed.
Exactly, she's very self-absorbed, but not
completely,
not to the supreme detriment of all of her followers. She brings her followers with them and helps bring other people up too. So she's not the worst when it comes to that.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing. Basically, Team Opera shows up out of nowhere, wins the Satsuki show. Then, so Narita Top Road is like her, because she's got an older trainer, and she, wants to make him proud, wants to make him derby trainer. Nope. Admire Vega got the derby, so there's that. And then Narita Top Road finally wins the Kikuka show. So, it's basically about that whole thing, and just, it's weird. Narita kind of getting into her element and, winning, and also you have Admire Top Road, Admire Vega there, kind of coming to terms with like the whole twin thing. Yeah, like seeing her twin, I guess, more or less, telling her it's okay to be happy.
Yeah, she finally got through to things, and it's like,
again, weird mystical element, which almost implies the twin's actually there in her head.
Yeah, it's a thing that you've built up in your head.
You toppled yourself.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You created a topple of your dead sister.
Congratulations, you broke your brain.
But yeah, she finally is like, no, it's fine to race for yourself. It's like you built up this thing that you think you have to go for. And it's weird.
To be honest, I feel like as a whole, this OVA is kind of very bland.
All of the things that were there what's the term I'm looking for? It didn't do anything new.
No.
It followed the standard, like, Umamusume. We're racing for we're racing for horses. No, we're doing the races. We gotta win the Triple Crown, or we gotta do these 3 races that we've seen a bunch of times, and we all have our own varied motivations, and the motivations are a little bit different every single time, and that's the point of Umamusume.
Yeah.
It's always going to have a certain formula, but it didn't venture too far outside of the normal formula, I would say.
I don't think that's necessarily the problem. I feel like it's 4 episodes across for 3 characters, and in particular 2 of them just did not get a lot. And TM Opera in particular got barely anything, which I don't mind personally. Just
I'm about to say, like,
I don't
that
really
would have been
like
really
Opera O.
grating.
I don't actually like TM Opera O as a whole. She's not a very pleasant character for me, to the point like I literally ran her once in the game, and then I only recently ran her again because like, okay, I guess I probably should try something. She's
a lot to deal with as far as the character goes.
Yeah, I feel like Admire Vega could have been done better. It's like there's somewhat of an interesting concept there, but I feel like it was very clumsy. And Narita Top Road, I feel like it's just not an interesting character on her own right to really carry the thing by herself. So, like, you get this weird thing of, like, oh, it just doesn't really work, does it? It doesn't. That's what it feels like. It just feels like you put the least interesting character front and center, and then, like, you fumble the other one, and the other one's kind of, like, there, and probably the most presence, but is also, weirdly enough, not present. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it just kind of feels like so splitting these 4 episodes across these 3 characters, you'd think would work better, but it just doesn't really work. Like, at the very least, you can at least devote 1 episode to each, but then the problem is then you're cutting them all short, and you get this weird thing.
Yeah.
So it just feels just kind of, It's like, oh, thank goodness it was free then. Feel kind of sorry for anyone who actually paid to watch it in a theater, though.
I don't know. It's got decent scores, so I guess all the people
but
like
it's the same music we've heard a bunch. It's pretty much the same soundtrack they used throughout the whole.
I mean, just the overall anime, the whole OVA has pretty decent ratings.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just kind of it's all right. I think it's one of the I would say almost one of the weaker bits of the franchise we've watched so far.
Yeah, like some of it is just timing. This is the first one that I watched, but I was having issues remembering it.
I was having issues remembering it too, because like I knew I watched it, but then
I'm trying to remember the details. It's like, okay, I'm remembering this bit and this bit. I'm having issues remembering how it got from one to another.
It's very forgettable. Like, that's the thing, really.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. It's like Umamusume keeps kind of it's about horse racing. You're kind of more or less going to keep doing a lot of the same plot points over and over again by its nature. But you can keep that alive by, having interesting characters in those particular stories. And that's because that's the thing. It's about the characters themselves and their journey, not necessarily about the actual, what's the big next twist or whatever. That's not really the important part. The important part is
they're going to run in a circle.
Yeah, but like sometimes you have a twist of, oh no, they injured themselves or whatever, but like you only do that so many times.
We've already done that a bunch of times. How many fractures?
Yeah.
3 fractures?
Yeah. And in this case, it's just simply the characters just aren't able to really hold it up very well because of how they framed it in particular. I feel like the more interesting characters kind of took the backseat to the less interesting character who was not able to carry the thing that well.
Yep.
I mean, there's a thing about the Narita Top Road, I believe, had a weird, like some sort of weird running habit or something, if I remember correctly. But beyond that,
yeah, I vaguely remember something like that too.
But again, this all, by the way, these are all done by Side Games Pictures. Not surprised because they were doing that's what they do. Other than season 3, they pretty much handled most of the Umamusume content. But yeah, the Narita Top Road is Kana Nakamura,
voiced by.
Oh, that weird one, the reason the gorilla string thing. Oh, hey, she's Renako in
Yep.
Watanabe. What do you know? A much more interesting character. Oh, Alicia Williams in that one villainous anime we watched a while ago.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if it's Renako, then we've already gone through this list.
We have. And I believe other than that, not a whole lot. But then Meyer Vega is Hitomi Sasaki.
Sasaki.
Looks like a lot of very minor roles in Idolish 7. Like background character stuff. The Rick and Morty anime. Okay. A lot of stuff I don't recognize. Muv-Love, I heard the name before. Magia Record, and it looks like an I, or I'm not sure if it's supposed to be I or AI. That's always a problem with Japanese now with that. Is it I or AI? I don't know.
Yeah, Magia Record, that one.
Black Clover, and that's much else I recognize. And then TM Opera O's Sora Tokui. Oh, Arknights.
Ooh, Arknights.
Princess Connect. Elf. Oh, that weird thing about the pudgy elf.
Liar, liar.
Not that one. Liar, liar, but not that one.
Not that one.
not Zombieland Saga Revenge. Oh, we have one of the characters in that. Yep. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. I recognize this one character, but not from that series. I think that's a...
Oh, remember? Oh, wow, that anime. We watched it a long time ago. The girl who wanted to be average. Who wanted her abilities to be average in the next life.
Oh, that one.
And she wanted being powerful because of average from a dragon. Yeah, she's one of the main characters in the party. Okay, Kaiju Girls. Oh, there's a Popuko. I was wondering. There's a Popuko.
Also, that looks like a Love Life. Nico Yazawa.
Nico Yazawa? Yep, that's a Love Life.
But it's from A Song for You. You.
Yeah, but that's Nico Yazawa. Yep,
that's
I should have known. Lupin the Third. Yeah. And Nico Yazawa was a breakout role, so.
Yeah.
And there's one last one. Misaka Watada is Meisho Doto, just because she kind of was in there. But, Bochi's younger sister in Bochi the Rock.
Yep.
Futari. Oh, Yuru Camp. She's in that.
Another pre. That's a big name.
Oh, Onamai. She's Minori in Onamai.
Yeah, Minori. Onimai.
Oh, there's a Digimon.
Love Life Super. Sumire's sister. Little sister.
Oh, she's also in The Princess Principal.
Yep.
Not a whole lot, though, beyond that. So, yeah. So, it's probably the weakest of all the Umamusume stuff, but, like, it's fine, but it's kind of also somewhat important because the movie. It is actually a prequel to the movie.
Yeah.
Sort of. I mean, it's weird because, like, you can watch the movie and not really have to watch this.
Yeah.
But it is a prequel, and there is stuff that here, like, for example, TM Opera makes a fairly big appearance in the movie.
Yep, is a relatively important character.
And the other two also do make little cameos in speaking roles, but really not that important.
Mm-hmm.
TM Opera was just there because at this point, she's the veteran who's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because you got
scary as another character, but
the movie, the theatrical movie, Shinji Dai no Tobira, which also is beginning of a new era, if you want to call it that. And it's about Jungle Pocket, who at first is kind of a younger, I guess, preteen Uma who kind of goes to the racetrack and is all like, I don't get what's the point about racing anyway, whatever. And then she goes, oh, whoa, this is cool. I want to do this. And then we cut to her, later. She's now running and stuff, and she's pretty darn good at it.
Yep.
Turns out. And she's going to go for the Triple Crown because that's what you do.
That's what you do.
And then she meets Agnes Tachyon, who kicks her butt thoroughly.
Without even, trying.
Well, she's trying, but she's not really... Yeah. Well, we find out it's not really about the race, per se.
Nothing is about the obvious when it comes to Agnes Tachyon.
Yeah, Agnes Tachyon is an enigma.
She is quite the character.
She likes doing experiments. She wears a lab coat constantly, both on and off the track.
She is the mad scientist.
Yep. She likes experiments, and we find out her whole reason. And at one point, she even just kind of drops out like, yeah, I'm just going to take an indefinite hiatus. Which pisses off Jungle Pocket. She found a rival.
Yep.
Because the thing, Jungle Pocket, unlike, we see that a lot of them guys kind of start crying and stuff when they lose. Like, I can't believe it. But she's like, I must get stronger.
I must be stronger. I was not too weak.
Like, well, crap, she's really good. I need to be better than her. I'll do it. This is utter determination, just be better.
Jungle Pocket is a much more aggressive character than we've seen before.
Almost delinquent-esque.
Yeah, she kind of holds herself up that way when we first see her. She comes in and she's like from the streets.
Yep.
Kind of delinquent. So, yeah, and she has a sort of aggressive nature to her. So when she, gets into this and finds this person who just basically walks all over her, and when it comes to skill, she's like, nope, can't have this. Gotta beat you. You are now the target.
You're my rival now.
Yep.
That's the thing is, Tachyon was kind of all thrilled to hang around her because she wants to see Pocket run, and she had to, because talking about Plan A and Plan B, and wants to, so now she's gathering data on Pocket, but not to beat her because she has her own agenda going on.
Mm-hmm.
Then also the whole thing was Pocket. Hey, look, meet Team Opera who, oh no, she's really good,
very good.
I can't remember which race it was, but it wasn't one of the Triple Gun because she can't run that twice.
Yeah.
You can't run the triple crown twice. You only get one chance. But the thing is, so Tachyon beats Pocket at the Satsuki show. Then you're looking for a rematch in Derby. Then Tachyon announces her hiatus. So then Pocket wins the Derby, which is great and all. But like, there's this weird thing of like, even though she won, there's this weird emptiness to it.
Yeah, it feels a hollow victory because
Tachyon
you didn't
wasn't
actually beat the person you wanted to beat.
To the point where she's so off her game that when she goes to the Kikuka show, Manhattan Cafe wins it pretty handily. Even though Manhattan Cafe earlier was struggling, Manhattan Cafe's got her own thing, which isn't really touched on too much in the movie, weirdly enough. But she's got her own thing going on. She hangs around with Tachyon a lot, but like this weird adversarial friendship, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I got the whole thing there with like, Cafe's just kind of content to sit here and drink coffee, and Tachyon hates coffee and also wants, hey, we want to do participating experiment? No.
Mm-hmm. She also has kind of an interesting demeanor, very like reserved and quiet and whatnot demeanor, which is different than the appearance that she's made cameos earlier.
Mm-hmm.
She showed up in the BMW actually.
Yeah, she did, and she served coffee. But of course, we saw with the second, someone, what was it? McQueen said, "Do you have sweets?" And it's like, "Oh, I'm a failure."
Oh yeah, and she had that. Yeah, that.
And then she said, "Well, this is great coffee." Yes, it is. And then starts talking about coffee.
Yeah, because McQueen wanted her coffee and didn't get it.
Yep. But yeah, that's the other thing, which it's not really gotten into the movie. Manhattan Cafe had, I think the movie kind of mentions it, but Manhattan Cafe has this imaginary Uma she's kind of running after.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing that's kind of intertwined through this whole movie here, in that there's this like weird image of another racer that, because even Tachyon starts to see something.
Although Tachyon says she didn't see anything.
Yeah, but like we see from her perspective, she starts to see this. In the movie, it shows it like this glowing Uma.
Yep.
That runs out in front of them. It's like this star thing.
Yeah, basically, Manhattan's the whole thing. She's been chasing after this other Uma who she can see, and she's been trying to beat her whole life, and she never has been able to. And there's a thing there, which there's once again in vague implication that Uma might be real, maybe. Because there's that other thing, which apparently this is canon, where there's actually a whole thing like this, like literal, like if you've ever heard of DC Comics Flash Speed Force, it's almost like it's literal like mystical thing that sometimes Umamusume tap into, and like to win their races or whatever.
Yeah,
they can feel. And this movie kind of gets into that a little bit.
Because I think that's what Tachyon is trying to do research on.
Somewhat. Her whole thing was she's trying to figure out the limits of the Umamusume.
Yeah,
because
and how to surpass them.
Science itself doesn't really know. We're kind of almost a mystery to science itself. We still have Uma are just kind of unknown, which is weird when you think about it.
A little bit. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the weird horse religion that's kind of in there.
But
that they don't talk about.
Oh yeah. Also, there's a fourth character, Dantsu Flame, who's also here. It's a funny thing. She's supposed to be. She is ostensibly the fourth main character, but she's just kind of there.
I don't even remember what she did.
She's like Pocket's friend.
Oh yeah.
And she's there. She participates in the races, but she's just kind of she's just there, which is weird.
Yeah.
She's supposed to ostensibly a main character, but she doesn't do much.
Not very main of a character.
She was billed as a main character. That's what's so weird about it. She was billed as a main character, but yeah, she's like, she has the thing where she was racing against Pocket, and she gave Pocket a big with that final race in the movie. She was the one who was really making a Pocket run, and that was also the whole thing with Tachyon. Tachyon at this point still on her hiatus, and she was watching, and that's Tachyon then seeing them, and like she got this inspiration because she kind of felt there's a whole weird mystical angle. And she just starts running.
Yeah,
because now she wants to do this again.
Yeah, because there's also the horse girls. Yeah. They want to run, and she seeing that in front, is like, no, I want to do this too. I want to keep doing this.
And she's just running down a bridge.
Yeah, she just needs to run. Horses need to run.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is Tachyon he's trying to explore the limits of. Again, she's trying to explore the limits of the Umamusume, and she's trying to see if she can break through them. The thing is, Tachyon also has a problem, which is her legs are fragile.
Yep.
Very fragile. In fact, she kind of, when she was pushing herself, she kind of almost destroyed him.
Which is kind of why she dropped out, because her leg was causing her problems.
Yeah, there's actually kind of part of it, which is plan A, plan B. Plan A is she does it. Plan B is she says another Umamusume do it.
Yep.
Which is why she's so interested in Pocket, because Pocket seems like she might be able to do it.
Yep.
So that's so she switched over to plan B when she's like, okay, yeah, I almost basically blew my legs up, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's the thing. He really wants to be the one who breaks that limit, but she also understands that if she can't, she can't. But some other Umamusume might be able to do it. And that's the whole thing. You don't really get a lot of this information about Tachyon until the very end of the movie, close to the end of the movie, because like a lot of she's so enigmatic and weird and aloof that it's like she's just so off-putting.
She's the mad scientist.
It's just so off-putting and just mysterious, and we see because it's from Pocket's perspective, we kind of feel Pocket's frustration with dealing with Tachyon. What is her problem?
Yep.
Why is she like this?
Yep.
Oh, that's why she's like this.
Yep.
It's very interesting, and there's this really cool detail that was pointed out to me, and I try to point out to you when we're watching, which is Tachyon doesn't blink until that very end when she sees Pocket running in that race. She finally blinks.
Yep.
But yeah, up until that point, there is not a single frame of the movie where she's blinking.
Yeah.
It's always, which is unnerving for a person.
And it leads into the character as we see her.
It's one of those things that will basically trick you realize when someone's not blinking that your brain goes straight into, this is uncanny valley territory.
Yep.
This is not human, is it?
Something's off.
This is wrong.
Yeah. Even if you don't recognize that they're not blinking, your brain will kind of subconsciously start to pick up I can't figure it out, but something is off. Something's not right.
Yeah. Which I love that leading into horror stories. It's like, oh yeah, it's because that's because that's probably not human.
Well, I mean,
that's the whole uncanny valley effect is some old survival instinct about that's not human.
That's not
you
human.
need to be able to recognize that's not human and get away from it. Because that's that's dangerous.
Yep.
Which, yeah, Tachyon is dangerous.
She is definitely dangerous. Technically, they're not humans, so I guess.
Yeah. But here, it's like, yeah, regardless, it's like, so yeah, that's a whole thing there. It's a really interesting bit with Pocket, too, is there's a scene after the Derby where they're at the summer camp, and Pocket pretty much has a panic attack because she's kind of thinking about the Derby and Tachyon, and she just kind of gets so stuck in her own head. She just kind of starts to freak out over, Tachyon wasn't there, and she kind of the hollowness of the victory and seeing herself all over the place being celebrated. It just got to her head, and she kind of had a freak out right there right there at the summer camp. If you remember that,
trying to remember,
she had that freak out where she pretty much had a panic attack. Which is really interesting to see, particularly with a character like her.
Yeah, particularly with a character like her. Because usually those kind of characters are the mostly well put together, grounded, don't get distracted by other things, sometimes to a detriment. Rather single-minded, single-focused.
Yeah.
So yeah, seeing the deeper parts of the mental stuff is interesting.
Yeah, so yeah, it's really interesting, and also on top of that, I would say this movie there's a really big, not surprising, it's a movie. It's really a big step above the rest of the Umamusume stuff we've seen so far in terms of animation. They did some really cool stuff. Again, when those bits when we see the I guess the mystery shadow horse girl. Those look really good. The TM Opera O's insane.
Her auras and whatnot.
Yeah, when she started running, there was that bit where she got dirt kicked up on her face, and she just then made her move, and they did this really over the top animation there and everything. A lot of the stuff they do for this is really cool looking. It's they really went the extra mile in the movie, which is good because it's a theatrical movie. You better go the extra mile.
Yeah. Yep.
And of course, that also is interesting. I also remember the Jungle Pocket when she won the Derby, did her weird primal scream thing.
Oh yeah, she's doing that.
And everyone's like, "What?"
That's just what she does. Yeah, that's how you got to release that energy with that scream.
Yeah. So yeah, it was really. I think the movie was really good. Honestly,
it was incredibly enjoyable.
Tachyon, I think that's the thing. Tachyon, weirdly enough, he steals the show so hard because is she a villain or not? For a long time, you're like, is she actually evil? Is she actually evil or something?
Maybe. We still don't know. Jury's out.
Turns out probably not, but she's just weird and so caught up in her own thing that she's just... That's the thing, she doesn't bother explaining her thoughts to anyone, so everyone just kind of sees her as weird and kind of creepy and just don't talk to her. And Jungle Pocket, though, was like one of the few people, who, like, I guess really were willing to connect to her in some way, and even got to her. It's like, you're my rival. What are you doing? Get racing. I want to beat you.
Oh.
Then we had at the end, where all four of them like are there in the race at the end, and yeah, we don't really see there. I don't think we saw the results really, but yeah, it's this Takyon's back because the other thing, Tachyon, when she meets Jungle Pocket, like gets right in her face and starts actually like doing the thing from like feeling her legs up and everything.
Yeah.
And Jungle Pocket's that's the other thing with Jungle Pocket has some really good expressions throughout this movie too. There's really fun cartoony ones.
She's got great facial expressions.
Yeah.
She's very expressive in general, not just with facial, but just verbal and full body.
There's also the thing with the crystal necklace thing, which
that was interesting because she started out with it, but then I think Tachyon had it.
No,
or something.
Pocket had it the whole time. I think Tachyon had her own different thing, which is very similar.
Yeah, that may have been it.
Or I'm not sure. Maybe I just didn't notice. Like Pocket left her necklace with Tachyon for some reason.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Because the horses be gay. Because oh boy, is this a popular ship.
Yeah.
Tachyon and Pocket. So of course I was Tachyon and Matt Cafe, and then why not all three of them?
Why not all three?
And then sometimes, let's add Dantsu. Oh right, who? Oh, the other one that exists.
Dantsu. Yep. But yeah, it's interesting. The necklace, it seems to be presented and shown to be an important thing to the characters, but it's never talked about once. So I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, regardless, it's like a really good, just I guess sports anime movie thing.
Yeah.
And on top of that, yes, also the other thing about Agnes Tachyon is her eyes and the not blinking. Her eyes are just different.
They are.
They almost look like kind of CRT filter on the eyes.
That's what happens when you look at the screen too long.
That's what actually happens. So yeah, it's a really good one, honestly, and I really really enjoyed it. I'm glad I watched it now, because not easy to watch if you live in the U.S. to say the least.
Yeah, it's a bit harder to get.
Yeah,
but if you get a chance,
Blu-rays are kind of expensive to import, and then you have to do the whole thing. You have to find a way to rip it and get subtitles or something or whatever. But still, it's hopefully you'll get a proper U.S. release at some point on Blu-ray. So yeah, because it did come out in theaters here, but yeah, we'll see if ever it should, because again, Umamusume is blowing up right now, so it should get a re-release of some sort.
Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, it was really good, and again, yeah, Side Games Pictures just going way over the top for it, and for good reason.
Yes.
Yeah, Jungle
definitely.
Pocket was voiced by Yuri Fujimoto.
This is one of the only things they did.
Princess Session is the other thing.
And that's it.
That's it. Agnes Tachyon, Sumire Uisaka, which is that the Russian girl thing or something? Yeah, it's the Russian girl. That one, the girl speaks Russian.
Yeah, hides her family in Russian. Then there's some girls in Panzer.
Princess Connect.
Bokuto Roboco movie.
Oh, the 100 Girlfriends.
Oh, look, Lazarus.
The Mother and 100 Girlfriends is a big one. There's the Yuri spin-off.
Yeah.
Undead Unluck. I remember that one. Goblin Slayer. Oof. That's the... Oh, Azure Lane. Wow, that's a lot in 1 year. Oh, that's that weird spy. Oh, Nagatoro-san anime. Overlord. Oh, there's Bang Dream. Oh, hey, Kobayashi-san. Oh, that girl from Kobayashi-san. Dragon Maid.
Chloe.
Nope. Girls Frontline. Don't Tact Up Destiny. Wow. A lot of things I recognize here.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Precure.
And another Precure.
Cinderella Girls. Something. Goblin Slayer. Again. Oh yeah. Koisuru Asteroid. I remember that. I've been meaning to watch
that. Looks familiar.
I've been meaning to watch that forever. Oh, there's Epipome. Mazinger Z. Going pretty far back.
She's got quite the...
Yeah, she's got quite the repertoire. Oh, Fate. Yep, there's Fate Grand Order. How far back does she go?
She does a lot every year. She's quite
Chunibyo. Wow, that
prolific.
Chunibyo anime that...
Kantai.
There we go. 2011 was the first thing. It was a very small role in 2011. Then, yeah, from there. Wow. She's done a lot. Manhattan Cafe is Yui Ogura. Who... Oh, there's the recent Gundam. Princess
Prosakai.
Connect. 300 years slime. Yeah, 300 years killing slimes. Arknights.
Oh gosh, Shiroko from Blue Archive.
Metallic Rouge.
Yep.
Oh, there's Magia Record. Oh, Precure. Princess Connect. Goblin Slayer.
Pokemon. Oh, Mary from Pokemon.
Oh. Okay, there's also Black Clover. Okay, going far back again.
Yep.
Oh, High School DxD, I recognize that name. Dot Hack.
Dot Hack.
Yeah, going all the way back to 2009. Yeah, Dantsu Flame is Haruna Fukushima, who is not done much else. She's in City the Animation, though.
Which we do need to watch.
Yeah, well, the problem is it's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So, just like, unfortunately, so is New Painting Stalking.
Oh.
And that was Senpai wa Otokonoko. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Otokonoko. Yeah, that one. Yeah, she was in that too. Was apparently in a minor role. So, yeah, not a whole lot for her, but yeah, generally, really good movie. So, 3 OVAs, or 2 OVAs in the movie. Again, one was just kind of, I was like, oh, just put it in here because I missed it. We missed it the first time around.
We missed it.
That one was pretty decent, just a nice little end cap to season 1, but from what I remember, the recent OVA, Road to the Top, is kind of meh. It's kind of it's the weakest one so far of all the Umamusume stuff we watched, which there's a lot now. And the movie is fantastic. The movie's fantastic and great to watch, and the characters are great, and yeah, we kind of were a little light on it, but I feel like it's one of those things, I don't want to go too far into it, because it's just, you should watch it yourself.
Yeah, go watch it yourself. It's good. It's worth it.
Well, if you can. Again, it's
yeah.
kind of a little difficult as of this point, but either difficult or spendy.
Yeah.
Unless you're willing to, anyway. Yeah, so I think that's all we're going to do for this episode. So that's it for this one, and if you want to listen to other episodes, you can listen to them on newtoweeboo.libsyn.com. It's spelled Libsy, and they'll all be listed there, and there's the RSS feed you can subscribe to if you want. You could also find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Podcasts. If you want to contact us, you can do so via email, newtoweeboo@gmail.com. If you have any comments or questions or anime recommendations and whatnot. You can also follow our various social media. It's all listed at newtoweeboo.libsyn.com/contact. All of it's listed there. You can click on the links and just follow them if you want. Yeah, so that's it. Again, for this one, we'll be going into October next time.
October,
but we'll be starting off, but we'll continue this Umamusume thing. We're going to be finally catching up fully with Cinderella Grey.
Finally getting into that series.
Yeah, the one about Oguri Cap.
Ooh, there'll be lots of food, won't there?
Oh, yes, there will be. So yeah, it's the first season of Oguri, of Princess, or Cinderella Grey, I should say, because the second season will be, if I recall correctly, as of the time that episode will be releasing, the second season should be either starting or about to start. So yeah, so we will be coming back to it again one more time in a few months, but then we'll be fully caught up, for real.
Until they put up more.
Yeah.
That is the boulder we will push up the hill, I guess. Another one.
Yeah, another one. Hope you're enjoying yourselves in any way, regardless. Yeah, all that stuff, keeping yourself safe, all that. And yeah, as we start heading into fall, it's getting chillier.
Yep, the cold is coming back.
Yep. I had to wear a jacket again recently.
Yeah, I've been wearing I've got a thin one, so I can start wearing that.
Yep. So we'll see you next time in October.
We shall.
Goodbye.